I think we're outnumbered.
Decepticons attack!
They're gonna stomp us!
Cowards! Object approaching.
Rodimus, wake up!
After Rodimus Prime and Grimlock are rescued from the Decepticons by Arcee and Springer, the Autobots realize that the Decepticons are now too weak to have kidnapped Ultra Magnus, Cup, and Spike. But if they didn't, who did?
These guys sure know a lot about Cybertron and Transformers.
It's as if they can read our minds.
To find the answer, Rodimus Prime traveled deep within himself into the matrix of leadership and emerges with the incredible answer.
The Quintessons.
Meanwhile, on the planet Quintessa, the evil Quintesson sentenced Cup, Ultra Magnus, and Spike to death in the Sharkticon pit. As this happens, Galvatron emerges from the lava plasma of the planet Throw to lead the Decepticons.
Come, Decepticons! We have an empire to regain!
And the Autobots invade the planet Quintessa to save their friends from execution.
Get in there and pull our guys out. Grab on!
But the Quintessons would rather blow up their own home planet
I shall miss Quintessa.
than allow any Autobots to escape.
Autobots, let's get out of here! Scramble! There's no time! You figured a way out of this, or are we in big trouble?
We're in big trouble.
Relax, enjoy the ride! And to make matters worse, the Autobots and the humans have built a space platform to act as a first line of defense for Earth. A space platform for humans? This I must see. Sweeps, this way! I think that plasma bath fried Galvatron's circuits. It's not your place to think. Where he leads, all Decepticons must follow. Through the warp gate!
I've computed our trajectory. We are due to impact with an object 200,000 kilometers away.
What kind of object?
Not enough data. It could be either a ship or a planet.
Well, we'll either be saved or splattered.
And here we are, and where's here? Earth's solar system, that's where here is. And if here was anywhere, you'd think we would have seen some scenery on the way. But no, all we saw was white on black. No Novas, no comets, no red dwarfs, no white giants.
Alert! 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 Alert!
Now what? Beep, 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 alert, 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 that's what. Like I don't have enough frustration in my life without beep, 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 alert, alert, alert.
Your word's invective, and your ship defective.
First of all, it's not my ship. And second of all, the chances of it being defective are 1 in 3,677,000, and that's a fact.
And the chances that Galvatron still lives?
Less. Much, 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 much less.
Screen shows traces of vanished faces.
Earth Defense Base, this is Autobot Blower of Cybertron. We've got a malfunction here. We've just been on the dullest trip of our lives, and now we're getting beep, 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 alert, alert, alert. Like, who needs that noise? I mean...
Slow down, pal, and listen clear. Our sensors showed something coming through the warp gate out beyond Pluto. If it's hostile, we can't guarantee your safety. Make a break for Earth, and we'll do our best to cover you.
Humans are fools to trust their tools.
Galvatron, Galvatron! Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you say you saw Galvatron?
Why do you fear? Can the dead be here? Can they?
Now, Sweeps, strike a blow for the honor of all Decepticons!
Cybertron has been destroyed!
Now for some sport! We seem to have missed something. An Autobot shuttle, no less. I want it!
Jupiter, 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 Jupiter! Yes, that's it, Jupiter! Maybe we can lose them around Jupiter!
What?
The planet Jupiter, the giant gas planet up ahead. You know the one I mean, don't you?
Planet, I know, but Decepticons follow.
Tell me something I don't know. That's why we have to move fast, because if we don't get away, we're doomed. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to be doomed, especially at the hands of Galvatron. He's one mean guy, you know what I mean?
After them sweeps! Bring me their heads as souvenirs!
Good morning, good morning. Uh-oh, we got a warning.
Bad morning, bad morning. Autobots to your stations on the double. This is Blaster here at Metroplex, calling you stars on Mars.
Blaster, this is EDC Captain Marissa Fairborn. I'm tracking an Autobot shuttle with several Decepticon fighters in pursuit.
That's priority one with a bullet in a sea with all due speed.
On my way!
Tin can about to crash. Wheelie's gonna have to dash.
Wait, really? Oh, you never listen, do you?
Now, Autobots, your journey ends.
I told you.
Fine. Now tell me how we're supposed to get to Earth without a ship, and how we're supposed to survive that.
The Transformers will return after these messages. We now return to the Transformers.
Bravo, Galvatron. The Autobots' destruction is assured. Assured is not enough. I told you I want their head, Cyclonus.
Galvatron is strong, but Wheelie is mean.
My guidance system is hit. Galvatron, save me! Please meet your end with dignity. I despise whiners.
Eat straight, sweet creep.
I think they underestimate my power.
The storm is imploding!
This is blowing out my audio sensors. It's torture. No, it's music. The symphony of destruction and the anthem of agony. The storm cone is going to erupt.
How pleasant the feeling to know the Autobots and their matrix of leadership have been destroyed. I could watch it over and over again.
It is a day so long in coming that I am uncertain how to celebrate it.
Perhaps a quiet chuckle.
Very well then, let us chuckle.
It cannot be true. They live.
They live and plummet inexorably toward goo number 8739B.
Then we have no choice. We must acquire the sheer might to wipe them out once and for all. But there is only one way. Precisely. However grave the risk, we must form an alliance with the Decepticons.
I've been on some weird planets, but never anywhere like this. This isn't a planet. I don't know what it is. I used to stick stuff like this under my seat at school.
Death I can face, but to be robbed of my dignity.
Well, it ain't an oil bath, but all things considered, it could be worse.
What do you suppose that is?
I don't think it's the welcome wagon.
I'll fly over and see.
Looks like you can move through this stuff, but not off it.
That could become a serious liability.
It's sweeping up the place like some kind of janitorial system.
Yeah, and I bet it's gonna think weird trash.
I can't control my transformations!
Neither can I! I feel like a human doing sit-ups!
Mighty Galvatron, where are the Autobots' heads? What does it matter? Their destruction is assured. Take me to Tar!
This'll be the first time I've ever fired on a garbage truck, but... Fire! Maybe I can lift us out of here. Oh, no go.
I don't like the look of that.
His movement is attracting the machine.
You never know. It might be trying to help me out of this goop. Let's get him out of its way!
Springer! Move out of it!
The Transformers will return after these messages. We now return to the Transformers.
Gross. Springer.
Rodimus, it's coming for you!
The Decepticons are hungry, and thus highly susceptible to persuasion. Exercise caution. Feed them only enough to make them hungrier still. Decepticons! We come in peace.
We offer you Energon cubes.
They want to make a deal with us. One of us has to go out there. What does it matter if I meet my fate now, or when my circuits fail? Please, make my death painless.
We have not come to kill you. We have come to offer you a proposition.
Swindle, I think this is your department. First, see if we can trust him. Taste one of the Energon cubes. Let me have it.
Very soon, they will be ours again.
Rodimus!
everything I ever told you about heroism, run!
He stopped it.
I've seen a lot of brave Autobots do a lot of brave things in my time, but nothing like that.
Yeah, me neither. And I hope I never have to again.
This is impossible. You were never programmed for self-sacrifice.
How would you know? And more importantly, how are we gonna get out of this mess?
Are you ready to hear our proposition?
We would be willing to keep you an Energon forever.
Sounds too good to be true.
That means it probably is. What do we do for you?
Take care of a nuisance.
Destroy the Autobots.
Come on, you're gonna be kidding! We do that anyway!
Look, how do we attack them on Cybertron? Their defenses are many times stronger than we are, no matter how much Energon you give us.
We are not proposing an attack on Cybertron.
That's a bad idea.
If we act quickly, we can strike when they least expect it.
They lie. They want something more. We've met before, haven't we? I know you, or creatures like you. If only I could remember.
Look, what have we got to lose? Futility surrounds us here.
I say we vote! Who votes to go along? Who votes nay?
Nay.
The yeas have it!
Then we have not a moment to spare. Board our ship.
I told you there was virtually no probability of their rejecting our offer.
Their programs are not nearly so tainted as the Autobots.
This is the planet my Decepticons now inhabit?
As I warn you, we have fallen upon hard times.
Soon I shall raise the Decepticons quite literally from their own ashes.
The day cannot arrive too soon.
Well, where are they?
You, pose an interesting question, my lord. Galvatron.
Blitzwing, my comrade.
I thought the tales of your survival were but wishful thinking.
No, I live. Where are the rest?
Gone to battle the Autobots.
Without me? Who leads them?
Ancient creatures known as...
Who cares? I am the leader of the Decepticons. I and no other. Cyclonus sweeps Blitzwing. We shall slay the usurpers, reunite the Decepticons, and raise our empire once more! Attack!
Fairborn to Metroplex. Do you copy, Blaster?
Rocket Witch and clear channel. Lay some video on me and give me what you got.
Several metallic objects were hurled from the storm on Jupiter toward the Jovian moon Io.
Any chance of survivors?
I don't want to guess. I want to know. Setting course for Io.
Weenie okay? Blur, what do you say?
I think I'm okay too, but exactly what does okay mean when you're stranded on an alien world?
Stranded we are. From home we are far.
So what are you gonna do? So what am I gonna do? So what are we gonna do? How? What can we do? What?
Don't be a fool. Keep your cool. We'll wait here and hope for the best. And if it gets dark, we'll make us a nest.
I think we can shut off the goo in there.
Shut it off?
Yeah, I know what he means. If we turn off the force field that keeps it warm and gooey, it'd get brittle, and we could smash our way out.
What was that?
We're being fired on.
Mark this moment well, for when the Decepticons eliminate the Autobots, they take the first step toward their own destruction as well.
The Transformers will return after these messages.